Figure fight club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure fight club, we're repping the crew. Flash in the night, join the figure fight club where legends ignite. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, we'll make our stand. From Megatron to Starscream, they're ready to fight. With every twist and turn, they light up the night. Collectors gather round, it's a sight to behold. With stories of valor and legends retold. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes jam. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, they'll make our stand. So grab your figures, let's make some noise. In the arena of action, we're all just toys. With every epic showdown, we'll cheer and we'll shout. In the Decepticast, there's no room for doubt. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming all out, let's take a stand.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome to episode 16 of Decepticast. And we've got a big show planned for you. If you've been paying attention to the interwebs, there was a lot of stuff going on. But before we get to that, let me welcome in my co-host, Anna.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. So how's your week been?
It's Monday. That's how my week's been, right? It's been a minute. So
Thankfully, there's only a couple hours left of Monday.
It's pretty much over. No, the week itself was good though. Fun news, exciting stuff. So we got plenty to go on about tonight.
Yeah, we got some early people in the chat tonight. We got Zaldron, Menhoza, Lord of Brooklyn, Initial Goose. So I'd like to thank you guys for hopping in early and starting this show off right. Anna, do you have
happy people?
Do you have anything you'd like to show off or talk about before we?
I just, it's funny as I sat down and I had stuff to show off, but I just sat down and put my hand on the table because where my phone would normally be. I just ran into a rock lord.
Ooh.
Every once in a while, it's just like, oh hey, look at that, it's Rock Roller. How you doing, buddy? Peeks his head out, says, hey, I'm an awkward looking little guy. We never even talked about it on the show, but I am a huge fan of the Rock Lords.
Well, they are canon, so
they are. They're part of it now. So we can at least claim that, right?
So what rock is that one supposed to be?
The beautiful sky blue rock of the rocks. I have no idea what the World Rock Roller is supposed to be. He is a shock rock, so he has a special feature of being able to roll around on the
Ooh.
wheel, which are
Is
also a
it the-
natural part of most rocks.
Is it the back click to charge it up and then it goes forward? One of
You
those?
know, I've never actually had him roll, so I can't
Okay.
answer that question. I'm not a great vintage collector because I'm always afraid that I'm going to kill my vintage stuff. So I always get very nervous about it. Because, anything more than the basic rock lords, so anything like a rock roller or a gemstone rock lords, like those are relatively valuable figures. So
Yep.
I'm a little more careful with them.
Well, I was going to say HGC kind of concurs with your rock lords. He says Nugget is the greatest rock lord.
It's pretty cool. I do not have a good quality nugget. Like, I've got two. I've got my childhood one, and I've got one that I got before I found my childhood one. And they're both in pretty bad shape, right? The chrome on him nugget is all gold chrome. So the chrome on him. My slime stone is in nice shape, though. My slime stone is in nice shape.
Ooh. I like the name Slimestone.
Slimestone's a great name, isn't it? It's so cute. And Slimestone is adorable. He's got little monster teeth. Such a cute little rock. I love rock lords. They're so stupid.
Yeah, how many was there total? The line wasn't super huge, right? Because it was right towards the end of the GoBots.
I could probably get to the number if I wanted to take the time. I'd say it's probably like no more than 16.
Okay.
But then you have to count Fossilosaurus, right? You have to count the big combining
Wow.
one. And then you also have to count what the hell are they called? The gnarlies. The freaking, like, people probably don't even know what the gnarlies are. They're like they're like little alligator looking dudes that have like troll hair as the middle part of them. They're like fuzzy.
Wow. Yeah.
Roll them, and when you roll them, their mouths close. They're like meh, 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 meh. Yeah, they're really stupid, but for some reason they're part of the Rock Lords line. So
Yeah, I know I had some of them when I was younger, but I could not tell you what I had and who I had. We kind of got teased a little bit. We thought we were going to get some modern interpretations in Legacy a few years back.
We got the semi-Rock Lord homage rock people thingies from our... Oh gosh, when did those run? Those ran in...
Legacy... Was it
Legacy.
United? It was Legacy. Was it Gear 2 Legacy? I don't remember. Or was it Year 3?
All Legacy for all I know. All I know is that they seemed like they were going to be so cool. They ended up being pretty mediocre, right? Like there's a couple of them that are cool. Shard, the helicopter, is pretty good. The car mold is fun enough. The bike has a stick up its butt. That makes it weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, show off what you want to show off.
All right. So I got another blocky, and I built it last night live on Blockheads. So this is the classic class Sentinel Prime, or as Stu calls him, Don Draper, because he was voiced by John Hamm. So one thing that was really cool about Sentinel Prime, he comes with all these extra bits to where you can give him his battle mode.
That's cool, yeah.
You basically take him apart, and then you can fit the bits on, like his little chin strap on his head pops off, and you can put like a battle mask. And yeah, he just has a lot of stuff. One of the things I noticed, like his arms, they don't pop in very well, so they come out a little bit easier than most of the blockies. So maybe it's my copy, but it was a fun build. The Transformers 1 stuff is still unique to where it doesn't feel like the original classic class. So I was hoping to find Megatronus. I went to my comic book shop Friday, and they had a restock, but they had this, Starscream, all Transformers 1 stuff, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave. And I held restraint and just picked up Sentinel Prime. I don't know. I might go back this week. Pick up another one.
Might as well, right? Might as well get all the classic class. There aren't that many. There aren't too many classic class.
No.
And
think
I'll
they're up
say
to 20 -ish.
HEC Rockroller is my only shock rock. I don't have the other two shock rocks yet. Someday.
This one's number 14. So
There's like 20 now ish,
something
probably.
like that, yeah. I think Ironhide might have been 20. So Megatronus would be the last one. That's Transformers 1. We'll see more classic class in the future.
Yeah, we'll talk
Tonight.
more blockies throughout the evening since I did some blockies this week too.
Ooh.
I finally got Blocky Stater because this thief here robbed the one that I was supposed to get it from Show Z, and then he contacted them and said send me Anna's copy, and so he got it instead of me, so I had to wait 7 years to get mine. And yeah, I'm just showing off the fact here that they scale pretty darn well with Dr. Wu's stuff. So if like you wanted a Dr. Wu Devastator to go with them, these little Dr. Wu Megatron rides on Blocky Stater pretty well.
Yeah,
I like
Megatron's
it. He's gonna
chilling out
go.
up there.
He's gonna
You said
go. He's gonna go on my shelf with my Dr. Wu stuff.
Lord of Brooklyn is saying, say no to blockies. I mean, they're everywhere. It's really kind of difficult to say no.
I mean, you gotta say no to something though. As a collector, especially as a collector of Transformers, you gotta say no to something. So blockies is a good thing to say no to because they are just, we were talking last night in book club. They're just multiplying at such a rate, right? They're just multiplying at such a quick rate that I just want to shelf the size. Just such a quick rate that they're just covering our shelves.
Well, it's almost like, one of the bonus things was the price point on them. Well, still, even at a lower price point, we're filling shelves up really fast on these little 3 to 4 inch figures. Does not take
especially
long.
with the Defenders, right?
Yeah.
We've only had like a year of Defenders. Again, we were saying this last night. We've only had like a year of Defenders, and we've gotten almost 50, right? Because we got 4 sets of 12, so we're at 48 in a year.
Yeah, it's crazy because the 4th wave just came out, and we're seeing a 5th wave already.
It's your best.
Yep. Well, I don't have anything else to show off, so that was the only thing I got Transformers related. Now, Hasbro is pounding me, but it's just not Transformer stuff.
I could show off the Magnus, but it's fine.
No, go for it. Show it off.
Y'all saw it. Hey, look, it's the 4-pack Magnus. It's the one that's Missing Link style G1 Optimus Cab White Magnus.
It's way better.
It's
than
a
Missing
fun
Link, right?
thing. So much better than Missing Link in that it's worse in every way. It feels like it. Missing Link doesn't feel like you're supposed to play with it. Missing Link feels like you're supposed to pose it and put it back on your shelf. And it just has that like high quality, and the metal and everything just makes it feel, I don't know, less like a toy. This is just a toy. This is your play with, like, oh, it can move like I thought it was supposed to when I was -4, and you can be happy with it.
You kind of mean like how we mentioned previously, where Takara's kind of making collector grade stuff.
Yep. Hasbro makes the version you play with. Good times.
And HGC mentioned in the chat that he found Mixmaster in the wild today. I have been seeing Mixmaster in the wild as well. I've seen him at Walmart.
That's nice that people are getting to finish their Devastator.
Yep.
Like a lot of the people who are really into it now weren't really into Transformers back when Combiner Wars came out. So they haven't got to experience some more modern style Devastator. So it's really exciting for people to finish it. Or you can just finish your Blocky Stater.
And I'd like to welcome Stu. Thanks for joining us tonight, bud. And then we got Matt with 2 T's. Go Power Robots in the Sky. I might be wearing a Power Rangers shirt, maybe. But you get anything?
It's over there.
What was that?
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I said
okay.
I've got a Megazord over there somewhere.
Oh, nice.
There it is. It's through this wall.
There was some nice Flame Toys Megazords that were showed off this week too, but It's not in here.
I want the Lucky Cat ones. So Lucky Cat did like Legend Scale.
Mm-hmm.
Legend-ish scale, like they're pretty small actually.
Yeah. One of the
'Cause I have
guys
the Voltron.
one of the guys that frequents open mic night, he just got the Dragon Zord to complement his Megazord. He has the Lucky Cat stuff.
They're super fun. They're pretty neat.
Yep. Well, since it's kind of a big slideshow, we might as well get started. So like I said, this is episode 15, What a Wonder Festival World. So like we always start off with official toy news, and like every week, it is brought to you by Collecticon Toys.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah. Yo, not right, man.
We now return to the Transformers.
So don't forget to head to Collecticon Toys and use FFC 10 to get 10% off your entire order. I believe that code was used last night, maybe.
I think people should go use it. Go check it out. There's some good stuff on there.
Yep, some
Go
new
get some
releases.
Blocky Stater.
That as well. So first thing first, we got some just like convention news. So Hasbro is going to MCM London Comic Con, where we will see some reveals from all the mainline stuff: Star Wars, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Marvel Legends. And I think Evan will be there. So most likely, if Evan's around, we see Studio Series stuff. So maybe that's what's next on the reveals.
That'll be fun.
I don't have it zoomed out. When is this? This is October 25th. So we got a couple weeks till this pops up, but this they just showed this.
Oh wow, that's gonna be competition then, right? Because that is the same weekend as TFCon, so people will be.
Right.
So my friends who are mostly Hasbros, who are total Hasbro shills, will be like skipping the third party panel so they can thirst over official reveals from this.
Right. It's like them boring third party toys. I need my official stuff.
Yeah, that's what they'll be doing.
And while we're on the topic of official stuff, snacks are always fun. So this isn't quite as scary as the popsicles, but if you like blind bags and or candy, gummy yummy or gummy yum surprise, you can find some Transformers in them. I can't remember if this is the same company, Zuru, that makes those little eggs. That might be somebody else. The chocolate eggs that used to have toys in them.
Yeah, because they're called Kinder eggs. I don't know if
Kinder
it's the
eggs.
brand. I don't know if Kinder eggs are made by another company or what. But anywho, so is the toy just like inside of the egg? Is that the idea here? It's inside the gummy yum.
That's what I'm assuming. I mean, because it looks pretty full. It almost goes to the top. So I wish there was a better scale to see how those toys have to be small to fit in that container.
Oh yeah, that thing looks pretty small, but I guess it's even smaller than I think it is.
Yeah.
To fit in there, right? Yeah, it's gonna be tiny.
And you know, it wouldn't be a blind bag without it looks like a gold Bumblebee Chase variant.
It does look like there's a Chase variant in your freaking candy.
Yep. So it's I bet we know some collectors that will have cases of these just because being Transformers related.
So many ways that the world has tried to teach children gambling have been banned. So Zuru's looking out for us. It's like,
Yep.
We're gonna teach your children gambling, don't worry.
Next up, so my go-to guy to search on the TFW 2005 message boards is JT Prime 17, because he usually has the scoops. And what was this? I think Thursday morning, he mentioned that there will be some more retro reveals, and one of them was Outback, and the other one was Wheelie, which is an all new mold. And guess what? Later on that day,
Look
these
at that,
popped
a
up in-
brand new wheelie. Like, who saw that coming, right? Like, we're getting so many wheelie toys recently, kind of. It's funny because I think, like, wheelie toys were back to back, but didn't the Studio Series Grimlock come out in, like, 2018 or something? Some
it
ancient
had to be
time?
at least 5 years ago, because you figure, or 6, because they were doing a Dinobot a year.
And that was a wheelie toy. It was just a
Yep.
wheelie, little figure that barely moved. Then we got the core class wheelie toy a couple years later, and now we're getting another wheelie, which is, good old Hasbro incremental upgrades. It's a little more accurate now.
Right. So that means
Toy
in
and not the
maybe
cartoon.
2 to 3 more years, we'll get a Studio Series 86 repaint. Yep.
Yeah, we'll get another one.
One
was
thing
good.
I will have to say, like, I like this hip design just because of the mobility of it. So it's kind of cool to see Wheelie get this. But and then here's some images of the retro Outback. What are your how are your feelings on this, Anna? You a fan of
I
this
don't
mold?
like it. We were talking about it. I should have brought my Outback downstairs with me. He's upstairs, but I still have my gear Outback from a million years ago, which is way cooler looking than this. I just don't like this mold. It's fine, right? Like if you're looking at this and you're like, I think it looks good, then you'll like it. But I don't like how it looks. What about you?
I think the legs are weird, but they
Yeah.
stole that from Fans Toys. Fans Toys legs sort of did that better.
Did they do an Outback already?
Yeah, they've done an Outback.
Okay,
They did
so
they
you're
did
good.
Brawn first and followed up with an Outback. So, and
Outback,
next
you don't
up,
need to think about this.
head to your RossCon 2025 is starting up. So if you guys don't know, this Trypticon came out earlier this year, and this is the darker black, more animated looking Trypticon, and it's $99. It's half off at Ross. They found this in California, I believe.
Yeah, we were all talking about how we'd all just buy it if we found it, even though we all said we weren't going to buy it. So silly.
Right. Well, when you see something with that much of a discount, it's kind of like,
And the Trypticon can be used for other stuff, right? Like its ship mode is actually pretty fun to put,
Yep.
like I'm sure covered in Dr. Wu figures, it would be a fun little ship. So I could just make one a ship and the other one is a Trypticon. Or get an upgrade kit to make one Gigastorm. Never know.
because who was making that? Was that Nana that was making the?
Not a clue.
I think
it's probably not up.
Yeah, I think we went over it like on episode 1, like a long time ago. Next thing, deals going on this week. Head to Target, get your 4-pack for $20 off, or any other stuff they have in stock right now, or pre-orders. I've heard people have pre-ordered a Joe 2-pack, went to Target and said, "Hey, there's this deal's active. Can you add it to my deal?" And they've been reimbursed. So you can even try that if it's something that's shipped recently. So it seems
Oh,
like
for
they
all of
always
us who-
do this. About
Right
this
around the time 4-packs come out. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, head to Target. It's available in the app as well. Next up, and this is just a quick preview. Takara put out a sales flyer for the new repaint. Well, it's kind of hard to call it new. The repaint of the old Soundwave mold. So we should be seeing more product images on 10/8. So what is that? That'll be Wednesday. We'll probably see them Tuesday night.
Yeah,
it's typically.
Should.
But next up, so Anna, have you got some of these before?
I have, and if anybody needs one, let me know because I have extras. I have the fan book 24 that came with the clear Bumblebee. It's fun, right? The fan book is this little Japanese book that's like, It's seriously like mazes and connect the dots and like fun children game stuff that comes with a core class figure, usually in a fun, clear design.
Yeah,
This time only a gun is clear. He is not.
it's kind of strange how this one didn't follow suit to the other ones.
Yeah.
Because there's the Optimus Prime. Wasn't that 2 years ago?
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is cool. And this is fine.
And typically this stuff goes up on Amazon Japan, so you can head there and look for it soon.
Yeah, you want to try to find it quick though, because usually once it comes out in Japan, you won't be able to get a hold of it.
Right.
You kind of need to pre-order it. And it's not too expensive. Like the actual cover price is pretty low on it. So if you can get around, paying too much for shipping and possible tariffs, then you can get it for a reasonable price.
Seems
Especially
like
if you need it for some sort of collection.
Seems like you can get it under 25.
You should be able to, yeah.
Yeah. So sticking with Takara, there are in-hand images of the missing Link RC. Does this excite you more or less, seeing these images and these poses that she can achieve?
So for those of you who aren't as utterly plugged into this world as the two of us are, I've been listening to reviews of this figure and people are freaking raving about it. Like people are saying finally a good RC. And if I could just pull you all over to my RC shelf and show you all the bad RCs, I have 25 bad RCs. So, maybe good RC sounds kind of nice, but that's not actually good, right? When you show this to people who are ravenous Transformers fans, they look at it and say, what is this horror show? Why does this thing look so weird?
It's like, do you think they put more engineering and development into this than they did the MP version of her?
Oh, that's a really good question. I definitely think it came out to be a better product overall because the MP just has so many problems, and this apparently does not have problems.
Yeah. Now, are you in on both decos?
I'm not even in on one yet. I gotta get a hold of one.
Oh.
I don't have any pre-orders for it, so
They are in stock at Entertainment Earth right now.
Oh, nice. Maybe I could just wait and pick one up at TFCon.
Possibly. And then here's a comparison between the both decos. The legs look a little weird. It's like your hourglass. It's like it's in her legs, not in her torso. But
yeah, because this is all, in case anyone doesn't know, this is all based off of one promo image we've had of a prototype G1 RC for the last 200 years. Has been the one thing we've always had to look at to say, well, they almost made one and they didn't because girl toys didn't sell.
Right.
And now there's an actual toy of that monstrosity.
And seeing this, and I'm pretty sure I brought this up when this was first revealed. There's a prototype for a G1 Unicron out there. Would they do that in Missing Link? And how much would it be? 5?
This thing is actually quite expensive. The RC.
Yeah. It's almost, what, 150, 160?
Is it that high? Okay, I thought it was closer to 100. It's even higher than I thought it was.
Well, I mean, I did recently see it on Entertainment Earth, and you can't always go by their pricing.
The prices are slightly higher sometimes.
But I think Zeldron wants a G1 Unicron if they do that.
Go get it. It's fun. I think this is really fun that they did this. It is a cool thing. It's just, I don't know.
If you think about it, this is the first original toy. Like all the other Missing Links have been kind of really based off something where this was just mainly images.
This is a brand new toy. You've never handled it before. One reviewer I was listening to said this is your one chance to have that experience of opening a new G1 toy for the first time that you've never handled. Because otherwise, how are you going to get that unless you just didn't see most of G1?
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is your chance.
All right, so moving on to 3.0. This is their MDLX line. We saw earlier Dirge, so now they are producing Thrust. And yeah, there's a bunch of different images. I'm collecting so much stuff. I don't know if I can fit something like this in my collection, even though Thrust was one of my first G1 toys.
I only have a couple. They're fun,
Yeah.
right? And DLX is pretty cool. They're small. They're very nice, right? They're very nice. They're very metal. They're very heavy. But that dude can't even jet mode. You're right, HTC. And this Bumblebee can't even car mode, and they can't transform, and they're pretty expensive. And yeah, they're kind of like what I was talking about before with Missing Link, where it's like I don't feel like I should really play with this, right? Like it's nice, but it doesn't really quite feel like something I should play with too much. Like the details on it and everything are fantastic, but it just feels just a teeny bit fragile.
Do you feel like you could scratch paint on that just from manipulating it?
Oh yeah, certainly. I definitely feel like I could scratch the paint on it easy. I haven't yet, but I feel like I could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 3.0 is going hard into Transformers right now. Like I said, they're already showing off the cone heads. We're 2 of 3 now, and Ramjet's on the way. And then on top of that, in the they're doing Bumblebee Starscream. Now this is the bigger size. This is the DLX. Yeah, the DLX.
DLX. Yeah, they make really good product. That's what I can say about 3.0, right? Like I feel like once 3.0 came into the game, it's a lot harder to argue why you should buy Flame Toys.
Yeah.
Because Flame Toys stuff does look neat, but it does not have the build quality that this 3.0 stuff does.
Well, like, and one thing I want to kind of bring up when we start getting into the Wonder Festival stuff, third party official companies are just going hard on action figure Transformers.
There's so much.
And also there is more from 3.0. This was revealed last week. So this is the MDLX Energon Universe Optimus Prime. And he comes with the Megatron arm. Spoilers if you haven't caught up on the Energon universe. Optimus has part of Megatron. And in the first slide, there was a tease of Cliff Jumper, so they are doing a Cliff Jumper as well.
You can see it's very similar to what I just held up.
I was wondering if it was just a almost repaint.
It shares parts, like the chest.
Mm-hmm.
The chest is pretty much the same. The shoulders are the same. I think most of the arms are the same. The feet are obviously different. You see it's a different car. It's a different head. But there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, and he's kind of stealing the spot for Bumblebee in the Energon universe. Feels like.
Well, other spoilers, Bumblebee isn't really in that universe now, is he?
A form of him is, maybe. Next up, we kind of were talking about this, but Blocky's Defender Wave 5 is being revealed this week. This is Traitor to Tyranny. So one of the cool play features on Jetfire is his head can swivel around, where he can either be his humanoid face or his battle mass face.
That's nice.
Yep.
I'm glad to see Sunstreaker and Sideswipe together in a wave for once. Like, usually it's hard to get them together.
Yeah. And then also in this wave is, so I believe Galvatron is the chase along with Jetfire. So there's a Shattered Glass.
The black Jetfire? Okay.
I think so. There might be he comes with different weapons accessories. I know that was the big thing with the Galvatron. Galvatron has blast effects. I don't think there was pictures of it, but today they dropped a trailer. No pun intended. for this wave, and it showed that Galvatron gets like a sword, an effect piece for his cannon, and then like a sliding like effect piece on for the ground.
Nice.
But also, this is a look at our more pieces of our next combiner.
Yeah,
I don't
two
know
more
how.
Combaticons.
I don't know how Onslaught's going to turn into the chest, but it's probably going to be a lot of parts for me. Would be my guess.
So I want to say something about this. Like, it's really easy to get excited about these blocky defender combiners. Now that I have Devastator in hand, I am so much less excited about them, because what I thought I was going to have with these defender combiners is I thought I was going to have a fun set of vehicles that I could build into the combiner, play with as a combiner, and then take back apart and have vehicles again. This thing technically can come apart. Taking it apart without breaking it, though, not exactly guaranteed, right? Because you actually have to disassemble Long Haul, right, pretty much entirely in order to build this. And part of him's in a plastic bag upstairs, too, in order to build the structure of the inside. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do with Onslaught, too. So, like, it's neat, right? This is a small, functional Devastator action figure that scales with Dr. Wound. It's really cool, and I like it, but it is not a take apart and build again set. You know, it's not really a combiner so much as it is just a model kit. I think of them as more of a build-a-figure than a combiner at this point.
And they're almost in these waves to where you have to buy the waves if you want. Well, yeah, that's how it is. You have to buy these waves if you want to build a combiner.
Yeah, because I think, like, for a minute there, you were able to get a hold of the individual Constructicons for decent prices online because people just didn't really want the vehicles. But now that people know what they are, you know, it's going to be like chasing those Build-A-Figure parts, right? Every once in a while, you'll find someone who really didn't want it, but most of the time, it'll be people being like, I know what I got.
Yeah.
And trying to sell you way too much for them.
But let's see. Next up, something that's probably out of our price range, nor would we want it in our collection, because who collects statues? So this is I can't remember the name. Queen Studios. Their Jetwing Optimus Prime from. Is this the one from Dark of the Moon, or is it from Revenge of the Fallen?
The stand says Revenge of the Fallen on it, so I think it's from Revenge of the Fallen.
I didn't even find a price for this. I don't even think I want to know what the price is, but typically these statues are thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that definitely looks like the 3,000-ish.
HGC, it transforms your bank account to the negative balance is what it does.
And I bet if it fell off, it transforms into lots of regret.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these things are beautiful, but it's just not for me. So
yeah, they're neat. I guess. I don't know. They're kind of the antithesis of a Transformers collection. Like, we're all into moving and transforming, and then it's like, buy a statue? Nah.
Yep. But let's see. Anna's favorite part of the show.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore! I break away! Break!
Ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
I don't know you anymore. Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
Our pets' heads are falling off!
So, there's been some updates from our HasLab, and it's not good news. Yeah. So there's some of the pictures on here. So the first, there was a report from Ben Yee, who's been in the Transformers for decades. So his pictures are of the cab to fire convoy. So he had the crack issue. So wait, I should probably go back a little bit. So when people were getting their fire convoy from Hasbro, if you transformed it, it would crack. It was his chest, right?
Yep, it's his chest.
So Hasbro acknowledged, hey, we screwed up. Send your figure back to us. We'll send you a corrected version. So there's two kind of stories that are happening right here. So of the pictures of the actual toy, Ben sent his stuff to Hasbro as instructed, sent all of it. And all that came back is this little white box with the cab of Fire Convoy.
That is so ridiculous.
I guess he's working with Hasbro right now to get that resolved. I haven't seen an update. I didn't look this morning or this afternoon. But also, the other report from the TFW member on here, Falcon RID, is saying that he took his apart, or people have been taking theirs apart, and they didn't even fix the piece that was causing the stress that caused the breakage. Like they looked like they filed a little bit down on that gray plastic piece there, but it wasn't enough, and it didn't correct the issue. So beware if you've received anything coming back from Hasbro, the process hasn't been fixed.
Yeah, that's so rough. I did not send mine in. I thought that I've been very careful with it, and I haven't had a crack. So I think that maybe mine is not going to crack or something like that. But still, this is rough. Because a lot of people's were having problems.
Yeah, I mean, the day when these HasLabs started hitting people's doors, like, that's all I saw on Facebook was cracks.
And this is the first time, right? Like, so far with the HasLabs, we've had really good QC and everything. Like, I don't like the Star Saber, but that doesn't mean it's bad QC or anything, right? Like, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. The Star Saber did have a little bit of a QC issue. They had the back metal, like gold on his chest, was flaking on some people's right out of the box.
Yeah,
but that seemed to be fixed pretty quickly. But yeah, so beware. And that wraps up our official part of the slideshow. So like I said earlier, don't forget to head to Collecticon Toys and put in that FFC code, FFC10, to get 10% off your entire order. Let's see. Next up, we are moving on to third-party news. And I'm back.
I'll be back.
Guess who's back?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You gotta put your back into it, dumbass.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
For reissues this week, and these are courtesy of KFC. As Initial Goose doesn't like, I can't think of it. Can't think of the word. The letters that make up a word.
KFC?
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken? Keith's Fantasy Club?
I mean, everybody prefers KFC chicken, right? But yeah, Keith's Fantasy Club. So it's kind of funny. We were just talking about Victory Saber. Well, so they're reissuing their
Simba. KFC Simba.
Yep, which this pairs with the official Takara Victory Saber.
It does, which is not so easy to get these days. So it's an interesting reissue to do, because if that was easy to get, I would definitely be buying this thing right now, because I do not like the HasLab at all. Right? I don't like the HasLab. I think it's ugly. I don't like it. So I would definitely be going in on these two, this and the Masterpiece, if they were easy to get. Now, that's a funny thing though, with the way MPG's been going. right? I could see a PG just be like, guess what? Star Saber, but he's slightly different in color, right? Like his white's a little more white or something.
Yeah, wasn't that one of the problems with the car release? It had some yellowing issues.
I think so. So just make a new one. Add it in
Yep.
PG. That's fine. And PG's all repaints, people like to say. So go for it.
Yeah,
And
I
yes,
don't have.
Goose, that's a Wreck-Gar.
And I don't have a Victory Saber, or I don't have any Masterpiece version of it yet. So I'm kind of tempted, but I don't have Star Saber yet either. So I'd have to get both. But I don't have a Wreck-Gar either, and this is the only Wreck-Gar I believe in MP right now. I don't think anybody else has tackled Wreck-Gar. And KFC beat this mold to death. I mean, I think they did 7 different Junkions. They did a Psykill. I mean, but I guess there's still demand out there if they're reissuing it. So
Yeah. And I don't think that Victory Leo Simba has been easy to find for a while either. So
no. And then next up, technically this isn't a reissue. This is just the toy deco. So last week we saw the toy deco for Blades from MMC Mastermind Creations. Now we are looking at their groove, their toy deco groove.
looking fine.
Yeah, it looks like a groove.
Yep, looks like a groove.
Next up is from Fans Hobbies. They are doing the Purple Saber team. And is there any lore behind this, or is this just Fans Hobby doing a repaint?
Oh, don't ask me on Armada era stuff, man. I don't know.
I mean,
there
they
is
have
a
it.
dark saber, but I don't know if it actually exists.
They have it pictured with Galvatron. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
Galvatron's powered up, and
yeah,
it's a different color. I think they should give up though, because I mean, we only have it in pictures right now, but I really do think Hasbro outdid them on the set. Like, I think theirs looks better. I have the initial version of this, the regular color Star Saber from them, and it's not great. Like, it's fine. It's fine for what it is, but the Hasbro one seems to look cooler to me.
Yeah, and everybody's dying for mini-cons. And it's a shame that the Hasbro, theirs was better than this. I mean, Fans Hobby usually makes pretty quality stuff.
They do. They're not bad. They're not perfect.
Right.
Yeah, oversized remakes is about right, Celdron, for what they are. They do feel like oversized remakes where the Hasbro ones look like updates. They look like they'll be a little better.
So next up is, we saw images of this from Laser Cat Toys. This is the chibi style deformed Superion. So this is pre-production stage, I guess. So now they just have more official photos. We're not seeing it in somebody's office. And then here's the plain modes and individual bot modes. One of the things I find cool with this is just the fact that these combined and they have individual modes. And they're this.
They look joyful to play with. They really do look like fun, right? The silly looks and everything. It kind of looks like you're combining your Defender blockies, but in a way that's more fun.
Yeah. Less parts for me, maybe. Well, no. I mean, if you look at that other picture, you almost have a little figure just from the parts.
The little guy who's like little duck guy.
Yeah. But probably one of our favorite part.
Have our third party. Woo.
Dr. Wu. So this just went up on Show Z, I believe, this week. This is Twin Cast and Sound Blaster. These are the only pictures that Dr. Wu showed off right now, so there will probably be more to come. And this isn't a reissue, right?
It's a reissue.
It is a reissue?
Sort of.
Okay.
They weren't together before, and now they're together.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess I should have put this on the reissue tab. Oh well.
Kinda. I mean, again, they weren't together, so now
Right.
they're a pair. So they might. I don't think there's any confirmation that the set's going to come with cassettes, but they might, because what they've been doing with these is little
Slug
just
figures.
basic figures. I hate calling
Yeah.
them slug figures, but just statues, tiny statues of the cassette characters. You'll probably get them with these. Maybe. We'll see.
And then next up, New Age can't do anything without Magic Square doing their version of it. So Magic Square's version, Legends scale 6-shot.
Yeah, I feel like this is more different because the New Age one looks like every other 6-shot that had been produced. This one just feels to have its own personality. I don't know. I'm a little more excited for it, but I'm a total Magic Square shill, so.
So looking at his hips, and this, it's not a complaint because the Masterpiece do that, where it's like almost on an individual hinge to give you more range of motion. It feels weird because I don't think any other company has done a hinge like that. And it cuts away from like the shape of the body, but I mean, look at the range his legs are getting.
Yeah.
Like his thighs going all the way forward where his leg can kick back. I mean, they're really cool range of motion how they do this. And as a MP snob, if they do that, I want them to do everything MP.
I hope they do for you.
Yeah. Oh, we have a cult leader of Dr. Wu in the chat letting us know how this is working out.
Yes, I was going to say that the hub is different, but I didn't figure anyone would care, so I didn't bother.
How you doing, Catherine? Thanks for hopping in. And then here's all the different alt modes, and then in the top corner there is a tease. I don't know why they're doing 6-shot and Ultra Magnus together, but maybe they're similar.
Gee, I don't know why.
Maybe there's similar engineering. Explain why, Anna.
Maybe there's some sort of story connection between them and the Headmasters television show.
Oh, see, I haven't watched the Headmasters.
Yeah, maybe a certain ninja consultant kills the certain city commader, and it's very tragic.
Okay.
Maybe that's what happens.
Wait, so 6-shot's a ninja now?
So there is a terrible dub in English of Headmasters that exists, and when 6-shot introduces himself, like everyone's names are all messed up. It's a total mess. It's so goofy. They say silly things. The voice acting's terrible. It's a great time if you can get a hold of it. It's on YouTube. Find it, watch it. It's a good time. But when 6-shot introduces himself, he introduces himself not as a ninja, not as a ninja commander, not as a mercenary, but as a ninja consultant. It's a great title.
Yeah.
Ninja consulting for him.
So it's almost like it's like your CPA, but in ninjutsu.
Yeah, right. Just has his little consulting firm, comes out, murders beloved characters, and goes home.
So this is the last slide of the third-party stuff before we get to Wonderfest. I'm kind of a mix on what to do here, because I think there's some improvements from the Takara. So this is DX9's version of a Masterpiece Prow. I want to see more. I want to see it transformed. I've seen it compared to the Takara, and I like what I'm seeing like on the behind of this figure. Who displays their figures from behind, but it looks so clean and fixes what looks weird on the Takara. And they gave him toes. That's animation accurate, folks. His toes.
He's got a good tushy. His back end is much better, but I don't know. This definitely, to me, looks more toon accurate.
Yeah.
Than the MP. But the MP is just a great toy, right? Like, it's a really good product, a really good item.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will be as good. I don't know. I like the X9 though, so it probably will be.
So the funny thing is, like, there was some pictures. Somebody did compare this with the Takara, and the car doesn't say highway patrol or police on the side. It's blank because that's kind of how it was more in animation. And so when the side swipe came out, everybody was like, cool, I want to get this side swipe. It's tune accurate. And then 2 months later, 4 months later, DX9's like, surprise, we're redoing this side swipe. Oh, and he has closer tune accurate headlights and a little bit more deco. Oh, fuck you guys. I just paid for this thing. So there's some hesitancy on this prow because people are thinking in a few months you're going to get an even closer tune accurate.
It's such a yellow cousin. So Sideswipe and Sunstreaker are often said to be brothers in various series. There's also a yellow version of Sideswipe called Tiger Track. That could be his cousin, right? Maybe Tiger Track is his cousin. Sunstreaker's his brother.
Yep. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for third-party stuff. And then I couldn't tell what's the other head, if it's animated or not. Like if he's smiling or angry or flipping desk face.
That comes so much later in the lore.
Right. So yeah, this is pretty much this is the end, and now we're on to Wonderfest. This is kind of the meat of the show, kind of. I mean, if you guys were under a rock last week, there was a lot of stuff going on. Not just Transformers, but just toys in general.
Yeah, Wonderfest is a big deal. So
yeah. So starting off, some of the first things that this was teased before Wonderfest started. So this was Way Studios. So I know Way does high-end statues, but it was just weird because they were doing all these Optimus Prime teases, and then with 1 day left, there's kind of a picture of a statue, but they're doing these little mini figurines of Optimus Prime, of the different variations of Optimus Prime. And guess what? They're line bags. So you don't know what you're getting.
An Optimus blind bag. What a perfect thing for Transformers people, right?
Yeah.
An Oops All Primes bag for you.
But not only are they doing this thing, they're doing their high-end statues. So you can see what that one Optimus teased. They're doing the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime with his trailer and his weapon cache. Was that not Dark of the Moon? Yeah, it was Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, cool. That's how excited I am.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the statues are always pretty to look at, but you know you're not going to buy one. Yeah, Zeldron, Pav will go poor.
Yeah, if you have an Optimus Prime collector in your life like we do, then yeah, that person will go poor.
So 3-0 had a booth, but the funny thing was these were just like, they had stock of different convention exclusives throughout the year. So that's all they had on display. A lot of the other stuff they had on display was like Marvel IP and Fallout IP. Nothing really Transformers related. But the Optimus Primal in that case, I want that Optimus Primal. It's an amazing looking toy.
It's neat.
Guess who had a big showing at Blockies? Or at Blockies. At Wonderfest. Blockies.
They renamed the show Blockies because of how much stuff they brought.
It's Wonder Blockies or Fest.
Blocky Fest.
Blocky Fest, yeah.
That's so much easier. So yeah, they're making vehicles, right? So all you big car collectors, you finally get to build, pop together model kits of cars. Like your grandpa always wanted you to, instead of your weird Transformers.
Yep. And I'm kind of curious what scale this is. I don't know if it's Hot Wheels scale, bigger than Hot Wheels. I mean, Blockies does how many different scales? I mean, each vehicle might be a different scale.
Yeah, that's true. I have no idea what scale those are from the pictures, so okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like they'll make cars and stuff. I don't know how I feel about it. How do you feel about it? Do you want to buy cars to build of your Transformers characters?
Like I've said before with Blockies, it's all about price point.
Okay.
If the entry level isn't too hateful, I might dip in just to get a couple. But then at the same time, my kid loves blockies, and you never know, it might be just more kid oriented stuff for me, and nothing really collect personally.
That's true. I don't know what happens with those. Because those, I don't see car building being blind boxed, but that's what Blockies does.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, you know what's funny is, Initial Goose, the Blockies is almost mass sized. The Galaxy stuff, a little bit bigger. So here's some more blocky stuff. So I think last week, did we see teases for this Tarn?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't remember if we saw the Transformers Prime Optimus, though.
I think the Prime Optimus came out, like, the pictures came out, like, the night we did our show, and we didn't get them in here.
Okay. I know from posting these pictures on all my social medias, the Transformers Prime Optimus, I got a lot of comments about that, about people being really excited for that.
Transformers Prime was one of those series where you couldn't quite actually make the figure exact, right? No matter how fancy of a toy you make, you can't get it exact. So a non-transforming toy of that character will be the first time to really get a truly accurate version of him in hand. So I think it'll be important to a lot of really big fans.
Yep. And then the pictures below is the Dark of the Moon. Yeah, Dark of the Moon, Bumblebee, and Megatron. And I was really wanting soft goods with that Megatron, since we're seeing soft goods with like Superman, and I don't know if Darth Vader has soft goods, but maybe this is like his end of the movie when he was fighting. I don't think he had his cloak on then. When he was sulking in the alleyway, he did, but so yeah, that's pretty much for Blockies. Now, I know some people are excited for this. This is Aldi, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. But this is some of their future products. What's your thoughts on getting a Aldi God Genrai or Super God Genrai?
It's cool. It's cool to have a little one of the Super Genrai. I think it's fun enough. But honestly, what's really getting me in this picture, and what's really getting me since the reveals, is Tailgate. There are not many good toys of IDW Tailgate, right? If you didn't get that Make Toys one from years ago, there's not a whole lot of options to have him in your collection. And IDW Tailgate was a really interesting and different character. So if you want him in your collection, here's a new chance at him, and he looks right.
Yeah.
So do the other guys, but they've gotten a lot more decent toys over the years.
Yep. I really like how they posed Ironhide in that picture.
Yes, it's very nice.
It's saucy Ironhide. It's like, but Prime. That's what that Ironhide says. But yeah. So I mean, have you felt any recent Aldi stuff, or can you tell if they're improving? I mean, they're looking better aesthetically.
I thought the first set was good quality. Like I had no problem with how it felt. I would like to have more of it.
Yeah.
Like I really would. I'm just like, I'm looking at shelves, I'm looking at prices, I'm looking at the amount of things coming out. It's getting a little ridiculous. Those who don't know, it was part of the 40th anniversary revolution of Hasbro and Takara that they decided to fully license out the Transformer likenesses in so many different ways. And that's what caused us to start getting all these blockies and all these oddlays and all of it, right? Yeah. And this is just so much product, so much non-transforming product, that it's hard to say, I'm going to get it all.
Is what really is a kind of pain in the butt how good these are looking, and the only way you can get them here is by an import site, and that affects the price. Like if price point is something that slows you down, I mean, if these were being sold in the U.S. at a U.S. retailer, like even it doesn't even have to be Walmart, or just easy access at a comic book shop like Blockies have been lately, it might not be as bad to get these. And now they're doing more blind box stuff with them, where there's chases, and like the one image on the left, I can't remember what Galvatron is a chase, but I thought they said the tune accurate Galvatron was the chase of that wave, and the reformatted Megatron was the other chase. And that's, I mean, the tune, everybody's gonna want that tune Galvatron, and it's not guaranteed. I'm trying to figure out what the wave there on the other side with the gray models. It looks like they're doing Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus, but I'm not sure what the chase would be.
Where are you seeing this?
Oh, I'm on the wrong slide.
Okay.
I have it open twice so I can see it better on my other screen.
Okay, thank you. This helps so much more. Yes, I do see some Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus there.
It looks like we got a beachcomber down there.
Yeah, it does look like a beachcomber.
It's weird they have a Brawn in colors, and then is that a
Outback.
Brawn? Oh, it's Outback. Yep.
And you can kind of see that it's Outback's head if you really scrunch your eyes. Most people would say squint, not scrunch. I still think it's so amazing that they're doing a freaking stepper. Like,
yep.
Giving attention to those Japan-only Target Masters, giving a stepper is bizarro and very fun.
Yeah, Initial Goose, the colors look really good on these, and these aren't actual like releases yet. These are still pre-production, probably early test models.
I think that All Day is probably going to be doing figures that are nicer, like more like what we're usually looking for. Like they're more like accurate, really looking like the character style figures. I just don't know if they can undo the damage that Blockies has done, because Blockies has infected the brains of so many Transformers collectors that they're going to be like, well, this is really close to being G1 style, right? No, this is actually still stylized.
Yeah. It feels like Blockies hit lightning, that lightning in a bottle, and everybody is fighting to catch up.
They did.
That was one of the things I want to say about this show. I mean, we can kind of get in it right now. Is so Wonderfest has been really action figure heavy, and as we go through these slides, most of this Transformer stuff is action figures. It's non-transforming toys, and I think that's where like the Blockies is non-transforming, and it's getting non-traditional Transformers collectors to buy Transformers. Yes. And I think that's what these other lines are trying to replicate.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. I think they're really pulling it off.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show the difference between it's not the same Insecticon, but they're both Insecticons. So, this is an All Day figure, and this is a Blocky, right? Like, this is purely going for G1 cartoon style accuracy, and this is a Blocky, right? There's still a little something that's more like traditional. I'm trying to look like a cool Transformers design. And I just want to say, like, one thing, as much as I've been kind of, like, lukewarm on them, like, usually in a figure this size, you do not get wrist, but you do get wrist, and you do get ankle, and they really go all out on these things. So, I don't know. Maybe I like them. I feel like I should have thrown my hat in with these guys instead of Blockies, but the rest of y'all all got into my head, and then I started collecting Blockies. Even though I didn't like them at first.
Yep. I'd like to welcome Zakanan in the chat for his 6-month members. I said super quietly, damn it, Abby. Oh, he's cussing at Abby, not me.
Yeah, not you. Even though I think what he was trying to do was keep you from reading that.
All right. It's not the worst super chat that I've had to read or members chat. And then here's just some more. This is previous releases. I think these are the previous 2 waves, right?
I like how small Braun is.
Yeah.
Because he'd be a little like this, right? So it'd be so cute. He also looks like he's gonna poop his pants, so that was also part of it.
So this was the convention exclusives from Audley. This is their clear and non-clear Optimus Prime. This was the big Studio Ox Prime.
You can tell from the big ears.
Yep. And then this was also some Wonder Festival exclusives, the clear variants of Megatron, Optimus, Cliffjumper, and Bumblebee. So speaking of gorgeous designs, but sometimes expensive and a pain in the ass to build, Flame Toys. And I had to make this Megatron like the bigger picture of this slide just because it looks amazing.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, and I know it's going to be I know it's going to be expensive and it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to build. But
well, is that a build? Is that a
I'm not sure if it's the build one
their
or
toy?
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure. I thought they were doing a model kit in this as well, but I'm not sure which version this one is. I don't think I have a picture with the card next to it, like its little placard. And it looks like the Lost Light Rodimus is coming with its own collector's coin. There you go, Zaldron. You need that coin.
It's your, what do you call them? Were they rod marks? Rod symbols. That was some stupid name.
And here is some more. Let's see. Any temptations to have a Bumblebee?
You know, their first Bumblebee was not like that. This Bumblebee is like this, and I kind of like it more. So yeah, maybe. Who knows? It could happen.
So do you know what the lore is or anything on this SG long arm? I'm assuming it's SG Shattered Glass, but it looks like Shockwave in the face, but like a jazz in the chest.
So I'm just laughing because of
Abby.
The Abby comment.
Of course, Abby.
We'll get to the girls in a second, Abby. Just let us go into the deep lore of the stuff first. So Long Arm was an animated character, right?
Okay.
Right? Long Arm was a spy who was secretly Shockwave. So that is an SG Long Arm who is also secretly Shockwave. I don't know anything about the SG version of the character though.
Right. Okay. Yeah, see, I haven't seen all of animated either.
But the toy they made for the SG Long Arm, right? The toy they made was made after the gotta get my words together. The Binaltech Shockwave was a car, right?
Okay.
The only SG Long Arm was it was a what do you call it? Custom class. It was a custom class done in a jazz mold, I believe.
Okay. So this is a deep cut.
In purple. It is an ultra deep cut. That's what people have been talking about for the last couple of days, and just how crazy of a deep cut it is to have made an SG Long Arm toy.
I mean, I'm really curious to see this in color. Just like the pose they put it in. And that's the funny thing. Like we've made fun of Flame Toys, you know, the Thrustimus Prime, and whenever, you know, every one of their shots is the crotch just flung forward. And they're kind of, but or as Abby's paying attention to the dark RC bent over next to the.
She's just thrusting her butt.
Yeah,
it's different. So yes, you can get excited about the RCs, but you know that is a model kit, and I still haven't. I'm so excited for the Flame Toys RC model kit because I love the design. It's really fun. But after putting together the Flame Toys Windblade, and that thing was torture, I still haven't put together my Flame Toys RC, and I've had her forever. I just don't want to because it's torture.
I can't remember if it was one of our shows when Zakanen popped in for like the Blocky show or just in general. Zakanen did buy the RC, put it together, and he broke one of the ball joints in the waist, and I think he had to get his model kit refund. Yeah, he's talking about it in the chat right now. He got a little too strong arm with his RC.
I don't think they have any business making. I'm a little harsh on Flame Toys with their model kit quality because I don't think their model kits are great. I think that Flame Toys make some really pretty designs, really pretty figures. I don't think their model kits are great. I don't think they have any business making girl figures though, because I think they make them too fragile. Because you always try to make the girl figures thinner and prettier and whatnot, so they're delicate, and I just think they don't do well with that.
Yeah, I kind of had that in the back of my head when I was building that Kotobukiya Optimus Prime crossover, but they're used to doing female kits, so I'm assuming they kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's not fragile, right? Like that one, and the only problem I have with that kit was something you said about it is that the parts were just too small on it. I don't know what they were thinking. Some of the parts were just way too small to really. You would need to use tweezers, but you need to use tweezers in really creative ways. Like you practice with tweezers all the time.
Right.
He practices with tweezers all the time. So, yeah, but Kotobukiya knows how to make those like thin parts in ways where they don't break. And I just feel like Flame Toys really does it. So, yeah, be careful with that darn thing.
And then to round up Flame Toys, I had to give this one its own slide. Something about this purple on blues and then the bluish purple cape. Like, I wish I would have got this the first Leo Convoy mold, but I think they've done Nemesis, and now this is the Galva Convoy. I kind of want to build this, but
another Bizarro deep cut.
Yeah. And then here, I think this is the last slide. Oh no, there's a couple more. But so the colors on Bludgeon look so good.
They do, really nice looking. Does Bludgeon usually actually wear the sandals? Or is that an extra thing they did here?
I noticed that last night when I was putting this together. I was like, wow, he's got toes and his sandals on.
Yeah, that's really fun as a detail. I've never had a G1 Bludgeon. I don't think he had sandals, but he coulda.
Yeah. Let's see. And next up, some more pre-pro. We got Big Convoy, and I think that's their version of Black Arachnia.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I've known about it coming. I just don't know if I can get myself to do it. I guess if I put together the RC, we'll see if I murder it.
Right. Well, that was the other thing we noticed when RC first came out, or maybe it was Windblade. Those were some of the first ones that they gave stands to.
Yep. They can't really stand on their own. They give them dainty little heels.
Yep. And this is just more of some of the other stuff we saw. It was just different photographers. Now, next up, we have Yellow Park.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what, folks?
Yellow Park.
They're model kits as well, but they're just action figures you put together. They're like putting a Build-A-Figure together, basically.
I realized they were doing a Tarn, too.
Yep. And well, Tarn, and they're going hard on movie stuff. So we're getting a I don't know if it's Grindor or oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the original version of it.
Yeah, you just took away my ability to say the name. The word black's in it, right?
Black, yeah, black.
Blackout.
Blackout. There we go. Our minds were a blackout.
We were together, right? Well, yeah, because once I said black, I was like, oh, Blackhawk, right? Helicopter. I was like, no, that's not the name.
And then what I'm really interested in what they're doing is Beast Wars.
Beast Wars. Yeah.
Of anything that could relate well into an action figure is Beast Wars stuff.
Yeah, because I I don't know. MP Beast Wars is beautiful. They're
Mhm.
really nice figures. But no matter what they've done, the beast modes are so panely and have those big gaps and holes in them that it's
Yep.
like you want the novelty that it can turn into the animal, but most of them are pretty much torture to transform anyway. So why not just get nice looking action figures of them?
Yep.
Yeah, this is tempting. Getting the yellow park figures.
Yeah, they do
I'll
a
be thinking
little
about
rat
it.
trap as well.
Is there a rat trap with them?
No, they haven't shown off
Not
the
yet.
rat trap
Okay.
yet. These are the first 3. And then here's some more movie stuff from Yellow Park. And then Takara, you know what? Takara had a booth there. So Takara
Yeah,
and one
Chicken
other
Freak.
company are about the only representation of transforming toys at Wonderfest. A lot of that stuff we've already seen before. Is the Missing Link, Ultra Magnus, and Nemesis Prime.
Nice zoom-in shots.
Yep. Some of the black repaint of Super Genrai. I forget
Yeah.
what was it. What did it start with an N? Nucleon.
Oh, Nucleon Quest.
Yeah. And then their amalgamation Optimus Prime.
I think it's really fun.
Yep. And then that Lost Light Rodimus from the Atmos. Is that how they pronounce it? I don't remember exactly. But then their Predaking. Now I have vaguely heard of this company before, but they do model kits as well, and it's they're called Trumpeter.
So if you just send me $40, I'll go down the street and buy a trumpeter kit and put it together and review it for you. Because there's a store down the street that has all the trumpeter kits, and I keep looking at it and I'm like, oh gosh, they're tiny, but they're expensive, and I can't get myself to buy one. But I would be happy to do that for you, Caleb, as a friend.
That's so nice of you.
I would try to be nice. That way you would know if they're good.
Yeah, I haven't seen any reviews. I don't know how these are. But seeing this Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, I don't know what it is about this design, but it's just like the Optimus Primal from the Rise of the Beast, just so cool. I don't know if it's like how his shoulders and his chest, how like you know the gorilla, you always think of like this big chest, but they designed it in it to where he doesn't have to puff his chest up. I don't know if that's
he's cool. It's a great design.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Zakanin doesn't want to be quiet any longer because we do have a super chat from Zakanin.
Can I read it as the Bumblebee fan?
Yeah, go for it.
Apologies. I just need to make sure to say Bumblebee is the worst Transformer ever.
Wow. I was going to use my pitch low voice and try to sound demonic, but I think you nailed it.
I mean, if you need the demon,
Right.
you can still have it.
We're good.
Look at that. A tasty, tasty super chat. Thank you so much for the love.
It was kind of a demon.
Yeah. So, Anna, do you think this is the best version we'll ever get of Mirage?
Yeah.
From Rise of the Beast?
I mean, it's either that or the YOLO Park, big one.
The face looks really good on this this pre-production sample.
It does. It really does.
But yeah, so next, here's some more stuff from their booth. This is a lot of Bumblebee movie stuff from the opening scene.
Yeah, so they have that RC down the street, and every time I go into that shop, I always think about buying it because I'm like, I'm an RC collector, and I'm like, but it's so small, and it's so $40.
Does it say the size? For
Like,
$40?
Model kits are usually big boxes for small figures, and her box is
Yeah.
only like that big. So I'm
So you know
guessing
it's
it's a
small.
pretty small figure when you put it together.
Yeah, $40. I feel like that's kind of got me priced out.
Yeah, I think it's just because they haven't been imported too much. I think that's
Yeah.
why there's so much.
So, let's see. Last but not least, we did have third-party representation there. And one of the reasons why I think they kind of got away with it is because they're stylized.
Yeah,
It feels
those aren't recognizable.
everything there, like, now there was a lot of non-official stuff there in the action figure stuff, but it was just really weird. All the Transformers stuff that was there, other than King Toys, was all in an official capacity. I don't know if that is related, and that was the only way they could get in, but
Yeah, that might be how they kind of stuck these in, because it's like, are those Dinobots? Like, they are dinosaur Transformers.
yeah.
They are some of the animals that the Dinobots were, but are they really the Dinobots? Not so much. And the Insecticons, for sure. It's like, those aren't the Insecticons. Those are somebody else.
Only thing they have in common is purple and yellow.
Yep.
And a little silver. Yeah.
I wish I would have brought Beetle Friend downstairs. I'll have to show Beetle Friend up.
So you
next
did get
time.
that?
Because I do have the Beetle, the
Okay.
King Toys Beetle. It is neat. It's neat. It looks so much like a Gundam in robot mode, but it's a neat toy.
Well, I don't know if I included those pictures, but like on King Toys' Weibo, they have a lot of Gundam-esque toys. And I think that's why their toys are inspired by Gundam. But if you look at the top right picture, so if you remember a while back, King Toys said they were doing 4 scales. They were doing a micro scale, a legend scale, generation scale, Hasbro like Takara stuff, mainline Transformer scale, and then a masterpiece scale. And I think this is some of the first previews of their micro scale. And some of it kind of has chibiness to it, or like the
Yeah,
cutesy.
it looks super deformed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that. Didn't know they were doing super deformed. Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's the first we've seen of those. And then there's just a preview of their booth, and then I did throw some of their Gundam stuff in here. Sorry, Transformers fans. But this is why you can kind of see what their toys, their transforming toys are inspired from.
Their toy aesthetic is Gundam.
Yep. And here is their first real big release, and by big, I mean this sucker's huge. This is their Predaking. If you don't wear like chainmail mesh gloves, you might get stabbed. Abby, I just had to do something. I just had to throw something in there, make sure you're awake and paying attention. I know this Transformers talk makes you fall asleep. I only have so many slides of sexy robots, bud. And then the last thing in the King Toys booth is this is where they're at with their not Dinobot combiner. And that sword and shield, or spear and shield, looks huge.
It's huge. Yeah, because that's going to be another combiner the size of their Predaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah, it took a second to like look at that and like, well, what's the Spinosaurus turning into? Is it the weapon? Is it turning into the weapon?
Oh, might be. I don't know much about the King Toys Dinobots. I haven't been looking at them.
Yeah, I've seen individual stuff, but I've not really seen the combined mode. This is the first time I've really seen the combined mode that wasn't like a digital render or artwork.
Yeah, their stuff is really high quality. It's not cheap. It
Yeah.
is really high quality. It is very stylized, very shiny, and very sharp.
Yep. One of the unique things that they do is everything has a mode. Like there's really not much parts for me. Like the feet are their own individual bots sometimes. Like with Predaking, his feet were transformed into wolves and then transformed into robots. It's like normally Predaking is 5 robots. They made a 6th that was a gorilla to be his pants to add more stability. I think was part of it, but just to make you dip another $150 to complete it. So, but yes, so that's all for the Wonderfest fixtures. Anna, do you have any favorites? What's your highlight of the show? And everybody in the chat, chime in. Tell us what some of your highlights were from Wonderfest. It doesn't even have to be from Transformers, but we try to.
What did you not expect, and what did you see in there?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to think of what my highlight was. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming down the line there. I'm actually really excited to have a second chance at a Mirage because I haven't wanted to quite spend the money on the Yellow Park AMK Pro Mirage, which is the only really good Mirage in the market right now, which is like, that $80 price tag. It's really expensive. And the Trumpeter one will at least be cheaper than that, even though it'll probably still be pretty high. So that's a nice thing to see. I think that's probably it. The all this stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
They're really getting there.
I think for action figure Transformers, I think Aldley stole the show.
Yeah, their stuff looks good.
Because I know their price is not super high. They're doing really tune accurate stuff. I think they had some of the best showing. Like, I really love what Flames Toys does, but a lot of that stuff is super expensive and a pain in the ass to build. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Zakanin loves all clear things that are clear.
All things that are clear.
I might have to find a link for you if I see one, and just shoot you the link so you can get you a clear Optimus Prime to go with your Soundwave. But yeah, I think Aldley is probably what I'm looking forward to seeing the most. But I don't know. I don't think I'll buy any of this stuff, sadly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because I just can't really commit to buying a lot of this stuff because there's just so much of it. It's like, I did this tiny bit into All Day so that I can know what they were like, and I do like it, and I do think it's really cool. However, I collect Dr. Wu Skull, and I also collect Legend Skull, and this is kind of in between the two. Why do I need to collect another Skull of Transformers, right? Like, add one more?
The only saving grace is if you're not super deep in a lot of this stuff and you have shelf space, or you won't need as much shelf space because of the size.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because they are small. So you don't need as much shelf space. So they're making bigger figures now, too.
Yeah.
I'm also a little bit excited.
What was that Prime? Almost 10 inches, right?
Yeah, right?
So
I'm trying to think of other things I was excited for. I mean, the fact that they're making a tailgate. So the fact that they're dipping into the IDW characters is actually really cool. Just because, as far as making the you'll have to give us a review of those Zero Transformers surprise balls.
I want an unboxing of those balls.
Me too. And if you have to eat through them to get to the toy.
Oh, even better content.
That's what I just imagine, right? You have to eat through it carefully so you don't bite off Optimus's head. I know that's not how it'll actually work. I'm sure it'll be a little plastic thing, but I like to imagine. You have to take the risk. But, so the only way, anyone who doesn't know, IDW was doing the Transformers comics for a very long time. When they switched to their More Than Meets the Eye series, it got really popular because the writing got very different and the designs got very different, and people really started to like it. So that's a very unique version of Transformers that happened that hasn't gotten a lot of toy support. Like, at the time, Hasbro was putting out some stuff that used those designs.
Yeah.
and it was okay. But then Mastermind Creations, MMC, has done a lot of their toys in the IDW, More Than Meets the Eye, Last Light with the sequel series to More Than Meets the Eye. There just hasn't been a lot of options for that, right? There hasn't been a lot of options for those characters. So if a licensed first creator is making non-transforming versions of them, it'll be neat.
Yeah. So I kind of have a question. So I was listening to stream last. Well, it was a stream that was streaming last night, but I was listening to it today at work. And Sneaky Figures is in the chat, and he's on the show. It was on Kaiju Daddy shows last night, and they're primarily action figure stuff. And they were talking a little bit about Wonderfest. And one of the things they brought up was how at Wonderfest, on the action figure side, you saw a lot of like movie properties that like DC stuff that they've kind of moved from. And the same thing's happening with Transformers, where we're seeing a lot of movies where they've moved past it. Like the whole Baver, I know Bay is coming back, but a lot of the product was of those old movies that we're not getting new content for or continuing those stories on. Is there any way you can think why these? I mean, most of these are Chinese developers. Why they're still behind with that? Is it because maybe they're finally having a chance to build toys for these? Hasbro opened the license up on the 40th, and now people are cashing in on that. You have any thoughts?
Haven't those movies absolutely cleaned up in China?
Yeah, I don't know about the first two, but what was it? The fourth one they shot in China because of how well they did in China. So
right,
could be
so
part
I feel
of it.
like maybe that's got a lot to do with it. It's just like the fandom is just hotter for that stuff there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could make the same argument. We're still gushing over G1, right? G1 was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You know, we're 40 years into what we're doing at this point. So just saying that they're dragging up something from 15 years ago is not nearly as dragging. Now, what feels weird to me, that makes total sense. It would be stuff that's hot in China/Asia.
Yeah.
What's weird to me as a Transformers fan is that Hasbro has just kind of moved on from Transformers 1 and from Rise of the Beast, but these companies are still featuring them so heavily. You know, Blackie's made so much. I swear Blackie's made more TF1 product than Hasbro did.
Yeah.
And TF1 was, you know, hyped, cool, toys came out too late. Movie was a failure in the box office, and then they're done with it. But Blockies was like, no, we like it, so we're going to make a bunch of toys of it. Here's a billion classic class figures. And
I think was it on the Blocky show where Collecticon had mentioned that they have somebody in their ear that's a fan that's telling Blockies who to produce.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was during the show or after show, but hopefully that. It's not like I said a name, but so Sneaky Figures. Like an example, Keaton never really took off in China as Batman because China was more strict with movies back then. So Batfleck, Bale are their Batman. Okay,
that makes sense.
It's really, I mean, I'm not hating seeing some of this old stuff because it's going to be nostalgic for somebody. Because you think about it, kids that are in their mid to late 20s, I mean, this was their G1, so we're always trying to find that next bit of nostalgia for somebody to build toys for, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I mean, I think it's time to wrap it up. I mean, I thought with all those slides it was going to be a long one, but I mean, we got through them pretty quickly.
I mean, I think we're kind of getting to the point where we move a little faster than we used to because we do this every week. We're always just talking about new stuff.
Yep. Kind of got a good flow going. Well, I think I might know the answer to this question, but Anna, do you have anything you would like to promote?
Just the Instagram. I haven't put anything on. I had planned to put pictures on it someday, but that's it. So
That's all right.
you can
Well,
promote yourself.
I have a mouthful. So first off, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up this evening. You can check me out on my channel at Talib1980_collects. I have my own YouTube channel. I do reviews twice a week. I have a review dropping tomorrow at 1:30. It's the Blockies Action Edition Megatron. This guy, I built him a couple weeks ago, so I reviewed that the other night or whatever. So that's coming. That's coming Tuesday. Also, well, you know what? I forgot to mention. So directly after Decepticast is my news and review show that I started 2 weeks ago. That'll premiere at like 1 a.m. It's a pre-record. It goes over kind of like the slides that we went over here, and then some other action figure news. Oh yeah, I hit 1,000 subs. I appreciate all of you guys for subbing. It was a pretty faster than what I thought. Just kind of steamrolling through. So now on to, I think I made a goal internally. It's like at the rate I'm going to try to hit 1,500 before the end of the year. Let's see what happens. I need watch hours. That's the thing I need to get monetized, watch hours. But anyway, so watch my stuff, please, and thank you. So anyway, so the news and review show that drops almost immediately around 1 a.m. after Decepticast, and then tomorrow also I'm on Figure Fight Club. I might be late because I got to work tomorrow night for open mic night that starts at 8 p.m. And then Friday night we have a pre-record. Do you have a preview video for that, Abby? No, I guess not. Maybe later, but the link for that is up. And then so okay, Abby said I don't. So yeah, I got, like I said, I got reviews Friday, Tuesday, and Sundays. I go live as well. But yeah, that's all. And go follow me on my other socials at Talib1980_collects. But yeah, maybe we'll do something for the 1,000. I don't know. I'm pretty busy this week. Maybe we'll do a live stream. Maybe I'll invite some people that might want to hop on, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for coming. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Good night.
Night.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.